Hi everybody, welcome back to Mod 130. Yesterday we did SurveyMonkey questions 1 through 5 out of chapter 14. Today we're going to do chapter 15, SurveyMonkey questions 6 through 10. Actually put them up over here. So, here we go. So make sure you have attempted these SurveyMonkey questions yourself, tried to find them yourself. Make sure you've read the chapters as well. So let's go ahead and go to 6. Number 6 can be found in chapter 15, and it asks, what is money? That's a simple question.
Trick question.
It's not really trick. It's not as simple. What is question? What is money? It seems simple until you actually understand what money actually is. Now we know that those little dollar things that we have, which I don't have any right now, don't have any value in it of themselves. They represent value, is what they do. But they themselves don't have value. So during the Depression, what? It took a basket full of money to buy a loaf of bread because they became valueless. So anyway, money. What is the definition of money? Well, let's go to page 281 in chapter 15. And money is defined as anything generally accepted in exchange for goods and services, also called currency. Okay, so did you get that definition? Anything that is generally accepted in exchange for goods and services. So, if somebody places value on a rock, and that rock is traded in value, then it's money. Of course, we know how there's some rocks that aren't worth very valuable, like diamonds, right? Those are rocks. Anyway, that's what money is. Anything that can be exchanged for something of value. Which takes us to number 7. Okay, number 7 is a similar question. It's asking, name at least 4 types of money. In other words, what it's asking for, it's not asking for 4 types of currency or you know, like pesos and dollars. What it's asking for is, what are 4 things that can be used to exchange value? What do we use here in the United States? Well, the first thing that comes to mind is what? Cash and coin. By the way, there's more than 4, but I want you to list 4. So your answers are going to vary. Cash and coins. There are checks, right? You write a check to pay your rent, to pay for your utilities. There are, or is, savings. And when you think about it, when you put money in the bank, so let's say you work for a job and you have direct deposit. What's going into your account isn't actually dollar bills. It's actually a number that goes into your account. It's a record telling them that you have so many units of value going into your account. And then when you pay your rent, writing a check, dollars don't get exchanged. All that gets exchanged is this number gets taken from your account and gets put into your landlord's account. So basically, it's just digital data from the checking and savings. That's not in the textbook. That's what I added, because it's really what it is. What else? We have debit Debit cards, right? That comes from the checking or savings. I'm going to go up here. There's also, and again, you need to name 4 of these. You don't have to name all of these that I'm listing here. There's reward cards. Gift cards. Like say you want to get a birthday present for somebody and you don't know what to get them, you can just get them a gift card of value.
How about a promissory note?
A promissory note. Very good. That's, O-R-Y. Notes. And let's see if we can come up with one more. How about one that we didn't mention? Credit cards. These are all things of value that can be used in place of money. So again, money, cash and coins is the first thing we think of, but money in the definition that we just defined can be any one of these things. All right? Okay. That was number 7. Let's look at number 8. Explain the purpose of the Federal Reserve System. Oh boy, don't get me going on that one. I will explain the book's definition of that instead of my own, okay? So, this is on page 286. I won't go into detail on my own opinion on that one. 286 and 287. Okay. How does the book define the Federal Reserve System? Okay, let's see. Where is it? Okay. The Federal Reserve System is the Federal Reserve Board. They're calling it the Federal Reserve Board. Okay? Or the Fed. Isn't that funny? The Fed. And we'll be referring to the Fed in other parts of when we talk. The Fed is commonly called the independent agency of the federal government established in 1913 to regulate the nation's banking and financial industry. Okay? So they were created in 1913. They are an independent government agency, which just sounds like it's an oxymoron, right? Independent government agency. Created in 1913 to regulate the nation's banking and financial industry. Okay, so that's what they are. That's how the book defines it. That's number 8. Okay, so here we are back. We're going to do 9 and 10. So, number 9, the SurveyMonkey questions asks, open market operations refer to what? Open market operations. Okay, so you can find the answer to that question on page 287. So let's go ahead and go there. And you can find your definition in the upper margin here where you find definitions. And the definition says, open market operations are decisions to buy or sell U.S. Treasury bills by the short-term debt issued by the U.S. government and other investments in the open market. So again, decisions to buy or sell U.S. Treasury bills or other investments in the open market. Okay, so that one was pretty simple. Simple solution to a complex topic. So that was number 9. Let's do number 10. Okay, number 10 asks, what are savings and loan associations? So what are savings and loan associations? You've probably heard of these, have been in the news, the S&Ls, right? I can't do that little ampersand thing, so I'm going to do that. And L's. It's kind of like a backwards capital letter S. S and L's. Well, this answer can be found on page 290. So let's go there. Savings and loans, again, found in the upper part of the text, up here in the margin, your definition. Savings and loans savings and loans associations, S&Ls, are financial institutions that primarily offer savings accounts and make long-term loans for residential mortgages, also called thrifts. So they're also known as thrifts. So, AKA. So let's do that again. They're financial institutions that primarily offer savings accounts and make long-term loans for residential mortgages, also called thrifts. Okay? So that's the SurveyMonkey questions 9 and 10. That concludes for this week. I will come back and do a couple more videos this week, especially for the accounting concepts. I'm going to go over some accounting equations and talk about some of those concepts. Okay? So I'll see you in the class.